Hello everyone. For those of you yet to meet, my name is Claire Robinson and I am an NLP coach, NLP timeline practitioner, and I help you live a happy, positive life you love. So many people are just living life, not loving life, and you deserve to love your life. I'm really excited to be having a chat today with Amanda and Jett. And Jett is 11, and Amanda came to me about 6 weeks ago because she was so worried about Jett, how she was struggling with her emotions and anger was building up, and she really didn't know what to do. And she obviously had some support with counselling in the past, which hadn't really helped, and she'd been referred to SIPs, but that was obviously a slow process, and she really just wanted to help Jett get back to being happy how she was before. So we have done just 5 sessions. So we've done a family session together, and we've done 4 sessions with Jett, and Jett has now found her happiness from within and actually understands that she's in control of what she's thinking about, how she's feeling, and how she chooses to respond to situations. And it is honestly the best feeling in the world. I feel like I've got the best job in the world, being able to give this gift back to men, women and children. So thank you so much, Amanda and Jett, for joining us and speaking with me, and letting the viewers know about your journey. So Jett, first of all, tell the viewers, before we met, what was it in one words that you were struggling with, would you say?
Well, I was struggling with being happy, and I wasn't confident at all, and I was really worried what I looked like and what other people would think about us.
Absolutely, and that had been going on for quite some time, hadn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And how was it impacting your life? So because you were, feeling unhappy, and I remember when I said to you, how often are you feeling unhappy? So how often are you feeling sad? And you were like, I just feel sad all the time. And how long would you say that had been going on for?
Well, I think it was a few months or maybe even a year.
Yeah, it was. I remember you were saying, Amanda, wasn't it about 10 months, wasn't it?
Yeah, at least 10 months, I would say.
And how was it impacting life then for you, Jett, first of all? What was life like feeling like this all the time?
Well, it just felt rubbish in it, and it didn't feel good, and I just thought I would never get anywhere.
Yeah, and it's that thing about when you're in a problem, so in your mind, when you feel like you're in a problem, you're kind of like digging in the problem, you don't know how to get out the problem. Is that how it felt for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how was it impacting family life, would you say?
A real lot. It was affecting everybody in the household in so many different ways. It would be, crying, tantrums, arguments, just lots of negative feeling, and everyone. I think it affected everybody in the household because obviously we all love Jett and want Jett to be happy and the best for Jett. And when she was sad or angry or frustrated, and she wasn't coping and wasn't dealing with it the way that she used to, you couldn't reason with her, you couldn't really talk to her. But now she's completely different. She's back to how she was. We can, if she has a blip, and obviously she's human, she's gonna, we all do, but it is just a blip, and we talk about it, and she's learned to take responsibility for it, own it, and then get over it, and that's the end of it, kind of thing, as opposed to dwelling on it and hanging on to it and making it spiral out of control, and it doesn't need to be.
Absolutely. And I think with negative emotions, like, kids aren't taught at school how to deal with negative emotions, and this is a huge thing. So understanding how to deal with it, what they are, why it happens, and how to deal with it and how to let it go is so powerful. And what I do with one coaching is I clear down your negative emotions from your unconscious mind. So what happens is your negative emotions can build up. So your fear, your anger, your sadness, guilt, it can build up in your body and get to the point where if something happens, it feels like the world's crushing down on you, and then you can't cope with it. So your unconscious mind's where all your memories are stored. So we just clear all it down, take all the learnings, and you actually just feel like a weight's being lifted off your shoulders. So obviously we did some sessions. We did a family session first of all to condition the family, because it's really important to condition everyone. And then obviously we did some sessions with you, just 4 sessions. What was your experience of the sessions, Jett? How did you find them?
Well, I found them really fun, and they helped us a lot, and yeah.
A little bit crazy, weren't they,
Yeah,
sometimes?
I really enjoyed the first session where we're all dancing.
I know, but you didn't expect that, did you?
No.
And that's because life is all about having, what do you do again, Jett?
Having fun.
It's all about having fun, isn't it? And because, it should always just be fun. And when we become an adult, Amanda, life's all about having, what is it again?
Fun.
Fun. It should be fun. Absolutely, it should always just be fun. That's good. And then from your experiences, because obviously you sat in with Jett on the sessions, didn't you? Like, what was your experience sitting back kind of, because it is a bit like weird.
Yeah.
Yes,
I did sometimes sit back and think, well, this is a bit odd, a bit crazy, and you don't, it's not like a normal counselling session, so you do think, but then a lot of the things is common sense things, but you don't realise some of the things because you've talked yourself into feeling a certain way or acting a certain way for such a long time. So I think it's just when you're in the session listening, you think, it's a bit weird.
It is, and it's a bit funky, it's a bit weird, but it works. Like the change.
But it works and it's good,
It is, and I think as long as you're open and ready for change comes really easy, and Jett absolutely was. And I would always make sure that's the case with all my clients. I wouldn't see anyone who's not totally open and ready for change. So it is, I would say, magical. Now, obviously, the change that you wanted, Jett, obviously I always need to make sure I get my clients the change that they want. So the change that you wanted to get rid of all of your negative thoughts out of your head. You wanted to be happy, just like how you used to be. You wanted to change how you felt about yourself. You didn't want to worry about what anyone else thinks. That's a big one, isn't it? You want to feel confident, less angry, and you wanted to be able to respond positively to situations. Did we get all the things that you wanted?
Yeah.
Like, how amazing is that, isn't it? And what's so good is you created all of that. Me as a coach, I just coached you and guided you into it. You create that happiness from within, which is really exciting. Finally, how's life been different? Since we've done these sessions, how's life been different for you now?
Well, it's been a lot happier, and I think everyone has been happier, including me, and I just feel normal and really confident, and like you say, 10 foot tall above everyone else.
Absolutely, and it will never ever change. And you now know more than what adults know about how the mind works, and know that you're always in control, and it's a magical thing. It feels pretty good. And what about from your point of view, Amanda? How's life been different now since we've done the sessions?
Oh, she's a lot happier. She's more confident. The household, a better household. We're all much happier. Because obviously as a parent, all you want is your children to be happy, isn't it? Yeah. So it's made a massive, massive difference on everyone, especially Jett, which is exactly what we wanted, isn't it?
Amazing. And if you would say something to any parents, let's just say if there's any parents out there who's worrying about the child, would you recommend being open-minded to this type of thing?
Yes, definitely. They need to be really open-minded and definitely give it a go and try, because it's so worth worth doing, definitely. Like I say, we had tried counselling, we tried all sorts of different things, but nothing really helped, did it? But this has made a massive difference, so go for it, definitely.
Amazing. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for just being open enough to share your journey. It is really appreciated, and it will help so many people out there, and that's what it's all about. Jett, I am absolutely so proud of you. You are absolutely 10 people. Found your happiness within, and life is going to keep getting better for you. So proud. Thank you so much to both of you. And yeah, if you have any questions, just feel free to drop me a message. So thanks so much, guys. Mwah.
You can.
Bye.
Bye.